So this is Milwaukee downtown.
Yes.
The clock tower that you see in front of us, that's City Hall. Um, the area here is, basically built on a lot of concrete and bricks because the ground beneath us is swamp.
Yep.
So they got constantly sub pumps that are pumping all this water out and pumping it into the river, which is over on our left-hand side.
And they would drink it for drinking water.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's
well, no, we got a real good recycling system
that's what
here.
They say.
I know, and they've even won awards for clean waters, etc. Our problem is that it's the old lead pipes that are still underground.
Correct, and that's what Bob Donovan wanted to do.
Yeah.
He wanted to fix the plumbing here.
Yeah, the water coming out of our facility here is fantastic. It's perfect.
Well, that's what they're saying, but before they kept on dropping crap and stuff in there into the
that was like
people were getting sick out here.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like a prime example about the whole thing about the lake. It's like the lake is cleaner now than 20 years ago, but not as clean as it was 50 years ago. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Well,
we still got a long way to go to meet up.
It's gonna be hard to reverse that. I think the chemicals that and all the crap they put in that water is, they may have improved it, made it better drinking quality, but still it has those chemicals in there. So.
Well, yeah, and that's what they're trying. That's why they stopped a lot of the, up north. What happens is that the farmers would put a lot of the insecticide in the
glyphosate.
Yeah, and then then on top of it, manure.
Yeah.
So it would rain, or when they irrigate it, it would flush out into the river, and the river would bring it down here.
Yeah.
Then all along here on your left-hand side, there are apartments now, but this used to be the tanneries. So what would happen during the day was, after they would tan the leather and everything out, they would dump that chemical right out into the river.
Really?
I mean, it was a nasty.
Well, I believe it.
Yeah, it was a nasty stench. But you got to remember at that time too, when they were doing that, nobody really thought that these chemicals were harmful. Right. They just assumed, well, it's a liquid, so it should be like water, no big deal.
Well, it's just like the Mad Hatter, like the Mad Hatter.
Right.
The chemical he used to clean the hats in his stores, what was very damaging to their mind.
Right. Well, yeah, because it starts making you hallucinate and all kind of other stuff. Because I mean, that's how powerful that was. Yes. But that's the whole thing. It's like, people were making stuff. They saw, oh, okay, look, it works, but not realizing the consequences of their actions, I guess.
Well, some were actually.
Yeah.
Some were. They knew they had to get rid of these chemicals somehow. And some had to pay to get rid of it. So instead of paying to get rid of it, they just threw it in the water.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, thank God that that's not happening anymore. Well, that we know of. That we know of.
I know it's happening still, brother. What you think fluoride is?
Oh yeah. Well, no, but that's the thing too. Is that fluoride was part of the so-called treatment of helping people keep their teeth and etc.
It's a lie.
Yeah, well, no, now that we learn more, we understand it.
I know what caused it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to get into that. But when you look at mercury, and the effects that it has on the brain, why are they going to use that to put a filling in your mouth?
No.
What about the PPA and the white filling?
No.
Okay, the BPA is called bisphenol A, which affects the testosterone and estrogens in people. So, and as far as the guys, their testosterone levels are decreased.
Yes.
So,
we're seeing
there's chemicals everywhere, man, and they know they're putting this crap in our foods and our drinking water. So
that's what we're seeing too, especially with a lot of the plastics. People who eat out of plastic bowls and cups and
microwave.
Yeah, and microwaving it too because it starts getting into your food.
Yes.
Yeah, and people don't realize that they're like, it was only 1/10 of a tenth, so it's not going to affect me. Okay, you're right. 10 times later, yes, it's going to affect you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a cumulative effect.
Yeah.
It's like snow building up.
And that's the thing. It's like they're showing all these studies now, especially when it comes to plastics, that there's a lot of gender reverse, and they
Yes.
saw it on animals, and now they're seeing it in humans.
Yes.
You know?
Well, also, soy.
Yeah.
Oh, the soy milk or soy products also affects the testosterone level in male. There's a name they call these people that are kind of not manly. They're called soy boys.
Soy boys. That's a new one for me.
Yeah, look it up. And the soy affects the testosterone and reproductive system in males. What else? What else? This insecticide,
Oh yeah.
pesticide called atrazine. Atrazine actually can reverse your sexual body biological system.
Hmm.
It's been shown that in some cases, frogs that were exposed to atrazine uh, for the sake of survival can convert themselves into a female if they're a male in order to reproduce. But it's only activated through this pesticide called atrazine. And that's what's being put in our drinking waters. That's why you see more differences in sexuality and stuff like that. So uh, that's something to look into. But anyway,
When
I have to. Where's a store where I can get a pack of cigarettes at?
right here.
Right. All right. I'm gonna park